That's fatal.
How's it going, Fatal family? Welcome to another WWE 2K23 attire pack video. As you know, Backlash was last Saturday, and because it's a PLE, that means I have an attire pack video for you guys to download attires from that PLE to use in WWE 2K23. Usually I have these attire pack videos out by like Tuesday after the PLE, but I had other videos I was making, so better late than never. Let's get into it. As you can see in the background, the first one is Bad Bunny 23, uploaded by What's the Status in collaboration with Maths 2K. This will be an automatic alt attire to Bad Bunny in-game, so you won't have to switch it to an alt attire. Just click on Bad Bunny in-game and you will see the attire option there. There's also another attire in slot 2 of him wearing the LWO shirt. I already covered this Bad Bunny last video, but I did mention that I was still going to cover it in my attire pack video. Out of all the matches, this match was definitely my favorite. The energy from the crowd all night was absolutely addicting. It was amazing. I had goosebumps like throughout the whole night. When the crowd was singing along to Bad Bunny's entrance music, it felt like a literal concert, man. That pop is gonna go down in history. I really do hope that more PLEs go to Puerto Rico in the future, because man, that was so much fun to watch. And because of Eastern time, this PLE was fairly early for me, and I really got to sit down and soak it in and enjoy it. Next up, we have Zelina Vega's attire by Donatello. Use hashtag Backlash 23. Now, majority of these attires are filtered through most downloaded within the past week. So these attires were made for the community, and they were the most downloaded by the community. So if there's a better attire out there that's more accurate, then you just have to look through the pages. But the attires in these videos are the most downloaded ones, voted by, of course, the community. Zelina Vega versus Ripley, again, another one of those matches where the pop was insane. Like I said, the energy was amazing all night. But when Bad Bunny, Carlito, and Zelina came out, the pop was insane. Going into the match, I already knew that Zelina was not going to win this match. But man, Zelina and Rhea definitely put on a show. And Zelina got a great standing ovation at the end of the match from Puerto Rico, and that was great to see. Next up, we have Seth Rollins' Backlash attire by Andre Gaming. Use hashtag Seth Rollins, Backlash, and Omos. Seth Rollins always has great over-the-top attires, and I really love the pattern of this one as well as the color scheme. Seth Rollins versus Omos was also a lot better than I expected. I did not expect a lot from Omos, but he actually pulled off a great match, and I was actually pretty impressed with Omos versus Seth Rollins, and the way Seth Rollins ended that match with that stomp from the top ropes. That's exactly how I guessed he was going to do the stomp leading up to Backlash, and I'm really happy that they executed it properly. Next up, we have Rhea Ripley's Backlash attire, uploaded by MacDog. Hashtags are Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, and Judgment Day. Rhea Ripley came out with that all white and purple attire. It was really nice to see Judgment Day rocking white and purple rather than black and purple, because we're so accustomed and so used to seeing them wearing black and purple. So it was a really nice change to see them wearing white and purple, and also they look really good in white and purple. Not much more to say about this match. Rhea Ripley did her thing and ended up winning, but I'm pretty sure all of us going into that match already expected the outcome of who was winning that match. Next up, you have Dominic's attire, uploaded by Tones. Hashtags are Dominic Mysterio, LWO, and Backlash. This is Dominic's white and purple attire. Now, Dominic did not have a match during Backlash, but he did walk out during the Bad Bunny and Damien Priest match, so we were able to see his white and purple attire as well. Next up, we have Austin Theory's Backlash 2023 attire, uploaded by Legit Attires. Hashtags are Theory, Backlash 2023, and Legit Attires. Once you download this attire, go ahead and copy it to the updated Austin Theory model made by Joe Mashups, so that you get a more accurate Austin Theory. This match was actually the only match throughout the whole night that I wasn't a big fan of. It was sort of forgettable, and Theory won exactly how I expected. He was going to wait for either Bobby or Bronson to do their finish on each other, throw the other person on the ring, and then get the pin. That was exactly how I expected it going into it, and that was exactly what the outcome was. Next up, we have Cody Rhodes' Backlash 2023 attire, uploaded by Concert Show Brand. Use hashtag Cody Rhodes, Backlash 2023, and Brock Lesnar. It's very nice to see Cody Rhodes get an attire made for these attire pack videos. A lot of times when I make these attire pack videos, people skip out on creating an attire for Cody Rhodes because I guess it's just too complicated. But I'm really glad to see Cody Rhodes did have a Puerto Rico attire made, and it was made fairly quickly. Cody Rhodes versus Brock Lesnar overall was really fun to watch. I did not expect Brock to be busted open. It did come out later on that Brock Lesnar did it on purpose, so it was definitely planned blood. Initially, I thought it happened by accident, and I was a little worried for Brock, but you know, Brock's a big guy. Brock's a big tough guy, so I thought he was just brushing it off really well. But turns out he busted himself open on purpose. And it made a lot more sense during the Raw after Backlash, where Brock Lesnar was making a reference to like, look at my face, look what you did type shit, to set up the rematch against Cody Rhodes. So it made a lot more sense afterwards. And like I said, it also came out later on that he did do it on purpose. Next up, we have Damien Priest's Backlash attire, and I actually have 3 attires to show you. The first one is the most downloaded one, the one you're seeing right now. Use hashtags Backlash23 and Damien Priest. This was uploaded by Semidi. Now, the reason why I have 3 Damien Priest attires is because no one made a 100% accurate one, so it's better off you just decide between the 3 which one you're more of a fan of. The second one is an honorable mention, uploaded by Bad Guy XO. Hashtags are Damien Priest, WrestleMania Backlash, and Judgment Day. Now, this was submitted by a viewer. As you can see in the description, they put @FiddleSteven. So I thought I'd give them an honorable mention shout out. So thank you, Bad Guy, for your recreation of Damien Priest's attire. And the third attire was uploaded by Filthy Casual. Hashtags are Backlash and Damien Priest. And this one here doesn't have the most downloads, but I think it's the most accurate looking. It's probably like 95% accurate, and it actually has the arrow on his pants. So that's really up to you guys to pick which Damien Priest attire you want to download and then apply it to your Damien Priest. Next up, we have the Usos, Jay and Jimmy Uso, uploaded by Dallas the Hawk. Hashtags are WrestleMania Backlash, Jay Uso, and the Usos. This match had me at the edge of my seat. I did not know what to expect going into this match, but you could feel the tension between the bloodline forming throughout the match. And when Jay super kicked Jimmy, I was at the edge of my seat. And then when Solo had Jimmy by the throat there and was contemplating on someone spiking him, I was really biting my nails. Overall, this match was very fun to watch, and I love seeing how they push the narrative forward when it comes to the bloodline story. Next up, we have Bianca's Backlash attire, uploaded by Revolution. Hashtags are Backlash and Bianca Belair. Bianca came out with that all pink attire, that bubblegum pink attire, and her and Io put on an absolute banger of a match. This was the only match of the night where I was sort of bummed out when it came to the outcome. I really wanted Io to win because, man, did Io put on a show. I was really hoping that Io would have won, but I believe it was the Friday before Backlash. Bianca cut a promo mentioning how she was about to break a record as champion, and then right then and there when she said that, I realized that she was winning. That's one thing I'm not a big fan of when it comes to certain promos. When they announce how they're really close to a record, I just assume that they're not losing, and it sucks. You know, it happened with Roman with the 1,000-day champion thing, and it happened with Bianca when she mentioned she was breaking a record as champion as well. So going into Backlash, I still had hope that Io would have won, but when Bianca did win, I was not that surprised. Speaking of EOS Sky, here's EOS attire by Frosty. Use hashtag EOS Sky, Damage Control, and Backlash. The description says that this is an EO-inspired gear from Backlash. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. There wasn't any official EOS Sky Backlash gear. Maybe there is now by the time you're watching this, but at the time of recording the video, there was no other EOS Sky attire. Next up, we have Riddle's Backlash attire, uploaded by Astro Twins. Hashtags Matt Riddle, Backlash, and WrestleMania Backlash. It's Matt Riddle, borderline naked. I'm not a fan of his recent attires. I want him to go back to shorts or just wear beach shorts. You know, it will match his gimmick. Yeah, I don't know why anyone would even want Matt Riddle attires, but hey man, if you want this attire, here it is, uploaded by Astro Twins. Next up, we have Bronson Reed's Backlash attire, uploaded by Astro Twins as well. Hashtags are Bronson Reed and Backlash. Now for this attire, you just have to import it on your preferred creator wrestler of Bronson Reed, and then delete this creator wrestler from the downloads. Next up, we have Solo Sikoa's Backlash attire, uploaded by WSD Stage Creator. Hashtags are Solo Sikoa, the Usos, and Bloodline. And it's Solo's attire from Backlash. He like never changes the look of his attire, so yeah, you can just download this if you want it and apply it to your Solo Sikoa. Next up, we have Sabio Vega Backlash 2023, uploaded by Burn the Enigma. Hashtags are Sabio Vega LWO, Backlash, and Burnt Out 203. Now you can either keep the Sabio Vega how you want it, or you can import this attire to your preferred Sabio Vega creator wrestler, and there you go, you have his Backlash attire. Next up, we have Bobby Lashley's Backlash attire, uploaded by the Tribal Chief. Hashtags are Bobby Lashley and Backlash. He'll be sporting that black and white with gold tights. Looks absolutely amazing as a color combo, and probably my second favorite attire out of the whole night, Seth Rollins being first, of course. Next up, we have Dakota Kai's Backlash attire, uploaded by Revolution as well. Hashtags are Backlash and Dakota Kai. Now, Dakota Kai did not have a match, but she did come out during the EOS Sky match, and she looked pretty stressed when she came out with Bayley, and it looked hilarious. Speaking of Bayley, god damn! Unfortunately, we don't have a Bayley attire in this video, but someone did make Dakota Kai's attire. Next up, we have Kevin Owens' attire, uploaded by SlamManDE. Hashtags are Kevin Owens, Backlash, and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens doesn't really switch up his attires, but he did change the logos on his shorts for his Backlash attire, and SlamManDE did a great job recreating it. Unfortunately, I could not find Omos's attire or Sami Zayn's, but at the time of watching this video, those attires might already be up. And also, no one made Brock Lesnar's attire, but that's because he like never changes his attire. His wrestling gear, I mean. During his promos, he changes his gear all the time. Like, just recently, he was pretty much looking like The Undertaker. But yeah, there was no Brock Lesnar Backlash gear. And finally, we have the Backlash Arena by Marty M. Use hashtags Marty M, New Match, and Backlash. This is pretty much a modded arena to actually look like Backlash 2023. It has a curved ramp, and Marty tried to make the LED screens look like how it looked like during Backlash 2023. All consoles and PC can download this arena no problem. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. That right there are all the Backlash attires for you to download and use in WWE 2K23. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll catch you next video. Fiddle Steven out. Peace.